Hi, my name's Oliver Thorpe and I'm from Denmark, actually half Danish, half Australian. And I've been training parkour for 7 years now.
My name is Baka Hilton. We're now 1.5 years living in Copenhagen. I moved here so I could train.
The amount of parkour parks in Denmark, there's a lot of them, but it depends on how you define parkour park.
Sometimes we just have a really small railing system, and I'm not sure if that's defined as a parkour park. If you count them in, then I've lost the count.
Big ones, there's probably about 5 or 6 all throughout Denmark. We have a few here in and around Copenhagen, and then some up in Jutland, which is the peninsula of Denmark.
I chose to come and train in Denmark for 4 months. Went to a school where it's a sports school where you purely do sports. And at the school, the speciality is parkour. So you're training 2 or 3 hours, 4 or 5 times a week. It just gave me the opportunity to train more often and learn new things from different people.
On street corners, there's popping up pretty much all the time. Lots of small rail setups with logs and sometimes some walls, which is pretty cool. There's lots of kids and also older people that come and have a play around, do some pull-ups.
I think you made it.
Really?
Why and how all the parkour parks are being built in Copenhagen. As far as I know, they are city council funded. I think it's part of the initiative which is really going strong at the moment in Denmark, which is like a healthy lifestyle. And I think people are seeing parkour as a new and an interesting way of keeping fit. They find it a bit more challenging, also for the mind and the body, and a lot more fun.
In Denmark, they have a much more liberal approach to the way children play, and they encourage you to play a lot more and to do things, I would say, like climbing trees, climbing things, whereas in England I feel like it's almost going towards the way America is slightly, in that, no, you can't do that, you're going to hurt yourself, you're going to break your arm. Whereas here I think they're a lot more willing to let kids go out and explore their bodies, explore what works for them. If they're going to hurt themselves, they hurt themselves. It's not such a big deal.
There's pretty much no one in Denmark who haven't heard about parkour.
I'm not sure because I haven't done any research into it, but I'm pretty sure that the fact that we have so many parks here in Denmark has helped other places get parks built and stuff, as they can use Denmark as a reference point.
I know that Denmark has certainly got the most parks.
Streetmaker, where we are at the moment, is an initiative by an organisation called Game. They've made an environment for lots of different groups, for street basket, street soccer, street dance, DJ school, graffiti school. People can come and they pay a smaller entrance fee, and then they can just use it for as long as they want that day.
For me, Back in London, I will still train in the rain, but I know that a lot of people are discouraged by it and things. So having a space like this, I think will encourage more people to join in, especially if they're a lot younger. And I think parents will feel more comfortable with them training here.
We have a place in Copenhagen which is near the old Carlsberg beer brewery, and we call it Rail Heaven. It's just a lot of yellow rails, and we see lots of people everywhere just coming and then doing strength workouts, kids playing around all over the rails. It's a really good tool, I'd say, to get the population moving.
In Denmark, it's really growing. The new generation is huge. I think every boy has been trying doing parkour just for a bit at least.
I think there are quite a few advantages to the parks in terms of getting a lot of people started. They feel a lot more comfortable training in the parks.
Another thing is it makes parkour or freerunning more mainstream or more accepted in the view of the public.
But equally, I think it can take away some of the essence of what parkour is, just being able to explore your environment and using anything, using even just a bench or something you can train for hours on.
The way you look at the city, if you're getting too used to parkour parks where everything is just perfect distances, I could imagine that you don't get to train your eyes. For me personally, I like the movement. That's what I love about what I do. So for me, it doesn't matter if it's in a gym, if it's at a parkour park, or it's anywhere else. I just love the movement.
I'm looking forward to going back to London, to going back to places to see how I progressed having trained on the parks, whether it's helped me or not, or whether it's just a different style of training. I think the UK could definitely do with having a lot more parks like this, and I think it would encourage certainly a lot of the kids to go out more.
Parkour in 5 years, it's very difficult to say. Some people could say that at the moment it's just a fad that's going to die out, but I really hope that it doesn't, and I don't think it will.
I'm not sure whether I would like there to be parks absolutely everywhere, because for me, again, I'd want people to still train outside. I just hope that it doesn't lose the essence of what, for me, what parkour is.
There will always be the people who want to stay in the city or just mix it. Then again, the younger generation, they stay in the parkour parks, and that's, I think, a little bit sad. I want the whole world to be one big playground, so I don't mind.